أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله الهداة المهديين أما بعد فقد قال الحكيم في كتابه الكريم وقوله الحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا صدق الله العلي العظيم محمد. Alhamdulillah, in the last session we tried and complete the conditions of the Hajj. Now we are becoming Haji slowly, or entering into the process of Hajj, entering into the ibadat of Hajj, that Allah has given us tawfiq this year to go and gain the wajib and get the sawab, inshallah. The Hajj we are doing from Darussalam is known as Hajj Tamattu. Hajj Tamattu and Hajjatul Islam. Those who are going first time in their life, that is their Hajj is known as Hajjatul Islam. Hajjatul Islam or Hajjatul Islam. But those who are going as the recommended Hajj or Hajj Mafi Zimma, some of them they are going Mafi Zimma. Mafi Zimma means they had some doubts in the previous Hajj. They want to go and rectify the doubts to fulfill their obligatory things. But those who are going first time, their Hajj is known as the Hajj Wajib. This Hajj is known as Hajjatul Islam. Hajjatul Islam is of two parts. Number one is Umrah Tamattu, and the second part is Hajjul Tamattu. Umrah Tamattu and Hajj Tamattu. Let's see, it begins with the Umrah and then ends with the Arkan Hajj. We will go into the details, don't take it serious. This is Umrah Tamattu, not Umratul Mufrada. Normally we go every year in the apart from the Hajj months, we'll go for the Umrah in the month of Rajab, in month of Shaban, in Ramadan. That Umrah is known as Umratul Mufrada. Umratul Mufrada is different from Umrah Tamattu. Anyone can answer me what is the difference between Umrah Tamattu and Umrah Mufrada? Yes? Umrah Tamattu is wajib and Umrah Mufrada is recommended as something. Number one. The second difference, Ya Allah. Umrah Mufrada anytime you can do it in the year, but Umrah Tamattu it is a part of the Hajj. Ahsantu. Number three, there is a limited time for the Umrah Tamattu. There is no limit of time for the Umrah Mufrada. Umrah Tamattu we can do it from 1st of Shawwal till the morning of 9th of Zilhijjah. Still time is there for 1 month, 2 months, and 8 days time is there for Umrah Tamattu. Those who are traveling early to the Makkah, they can do the Umrah Tamattu and relax there. But one difficulty is there. Once you done the Umrah Tamattu, you have to wait in the Makkah for Hajj Tamattu. They can't come back or they can't go out of the Makkah unless or until if they want to go back, then they want to come back again. They have to have the ihram and other rulings are there. Normally we plan is we go to the Umrah Tamattu, along with the Umrah Tamattu we do the Hajj Tamattu together. In 10 days we finish our Umrah Tamattu and Hajj Tamattu. That is the best thing that we are going to do. And in Umrah Tamattu the major difference is there in Umrah Tamattu there is no Tawafun Nisa. But in Umrah Mufrada there is a Tawafun Nisa. What is the consequences of not doing the Tawafun Nisa? Inshallah we will discuss later on. Is it clear? The first question is it necessary to remain in wudu during Hajj? पूरे हज में हमें वज़ू के साथ रहना है, गुस्ल के साथ रहना है? कभी कभार होता ना, जहन में सवाल रहता है. What's the answer? Yes or no? No. Yes sir. So only for two things we need wudu. Number one, for doing tawaf, and number two, for performing salah of tawaf. Only two things we need to have wudu apart from the recommendation. Wajib is that tawaf is considered as complete tawaf. The 7 rounds are considered as like namaz. Every round is considered as part of the rakat of the namaz. We have to be in wuzu, remain wuzu while doing tawaf and when performing the namaz tawaf. Apart from that, there is no necessary of being in the state of wudu, like wearing ihram, doing sa'i, going to the Arafah and staying in the Muzdalifah. Everything is, we can do it without wuzu. It doesn't mean that it is not recommended. In every ibadat there is a recommendation having wudu for every ibadat, inshallah. The another question is there any wajib ghusl to be performed before Hajj, at the time of the Hajj, at the time of the ihram, before tawaf, at the time of the any wajib ghusl? No ghusl, no wuzu, no ghusl. ये कौन सी नमाज मय्यत पढ़ रहे हैं क्या? Yes, there is no wajib ghusl to be performed before ihram or before tawaf or before going to the Arafah. Yes, recommended ghusl are there. Before ihram, there is a recommended ghusl. Yes, there is recommendation of the ghusl before ihram and before tawaf. There is a recommendation to the ghusl of ihram with the intention of ghusl of ihram and ghusl of tawaf. Qurbatan ila Allah. As we mentioned in the last session, what are the obligatory things that need to be recited? Only two things have been mentioned. Number one is talbiyah. Number two is salah of tawaf. Apart from these two things, other things are recommended. Recommended means reciting dua Arafah is recommended, reciting dua tawaf is recommended, reciting dua Imam Sajjad is recommended, other recitation of the Quran is recommended. Everything is recommended in Hajj except two things. Number one is talbiyah, number two is salat tawaf. Wherever you have the doubt, please raise your hand, inshallah we'll get your question. Yes, recitation of the Quran and dua are highly recommended but not wajib. According to some of the scholars, reciting complete one Quran at the time of the Hajj is highly recommended. ये Quran complete करें, किसको gift करेंगे? To gift it to the Muhammadu Ali Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Gift में there is no limitation of whom to give. We can include various names, thousands of names we can include in the gifting of the sawab. Even our parents, our relatives, our ancestors, our children, everyone can be included in sawab. There is no limitation when it comes to the recommended things and the gifts things. Yeah. Let me have a glance on the Umrah Tamattu. What we are going to do in Umrah Tamattu. Number one is just have a map in your mind. What is Umrah Tamattu? What we are going to do in the Umrah Tamattu. Number one is wearing ihram from miqat. Inshallah, we are going to discuss about the ihram and the miqat too. Number two, tawaf. One tawaf complete 7 rounds around the Kaaba. Number three, the namaz of 2 rakat namaz of tawaf behind the maqam Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. Number 4, sa'i between Safa and Marwa. Sa'i means walking. Number 5, taqsir. Taqsir means cutting some hair of head, beard or mustache. ये चीज़ें हैं जो तक़सीर में शामिल होती हैं. These are the 5 things we are going to do in Umrah Tamattu. Once you are done, Umrah is finished. कुछ लोग एक ही 2-4 घंटे में कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. How many hours will it take? मालूम 4 hours? Depends on what time you go. Approximate timing, we can finish the Umrah Tamattu real 5 hours, 3 hours, माशाल्लाह. तो मैंने जैसे बताया आपको, अभी से वॉक करना शुरू करें आप. Walk 3 miles, 4 miles per day. You can complete the Umrah Tamattu in 4 hours and 5 hours. इंशाअल्लाह. अल्लाह आप सबको तंदुरुस्त रखे, सेहतमंद रखे इंशाअल्लाह. So this is the map of Umrah Tamattu, a glance of the Umrah Tamattu. We are wearing ihram from miqat, number 1. You can see there on the screen. Number 2 is tawaf. We'll start from here in between Maqam Ibrahim and Kaaba, but some of Maraja says we can go outside the Maqam Ibrahim too. Number 3 is mentioned here, behind the Maqam Ibrahim we have to pray 2 rakat namaz. Number 4, we come back here. It is a connected area. There is a connection between Masjidul Haram to where we walk side. The connection is there. We start from Safa. Number 4, Sa'i starts from the Safa, it goes to the Marwa, and it will finish at Marwa. Number 5, when we finish the Sa'i, then we have to do the Taqsir. वहाँ पर लोग खड़े रहेंगे कैंची लेकर, घबराइए नहीं, आपके बाल कुछ निकाल लेंगे. Taqsir means removing some of the hairs, beard से हो या head से हो, तो निकाल लेंगे. Ladies also can do there if hijab is we can do the hijab there, otherwise we can do it in the hotel too. If the facilities of hijab is not there, now mahrams are there, we can't do the taqsir there. Come back to the hotel, we can do the taqsir there. तो इंशाल्लाह अहकाम भी हम बताएंगे. Is it clear? It is complete overall picture of Umrah Tamattu. Starts from miqat, ihram, then tawaf, then 2 rakat namaz behind the Maqam Ibrahim, then sa'i between Safa and Marwa, then taqsir. Taqsir comes from qasr. जितना नमाज 2 रकात होती है, ये भी तक़सीर है. छोटे बाल निकालेंगे. बकिया बाल क्या करेंगे आप? What will do the remaining hairs? जी, we have to keep it safe for हज तमत्तु. वहाँ पर सर मोड़ना पड़ेगा आपको, not for the ladies. Okay. The first ruling about ihram. What is ihram? Ihram means 2 meanings are there. Here we mention only one meaning. It comes from the harama. Once we wear ihram, certain things become haram on us. And then protection लेना पड़ेगा. जैसे नमाज में कहेंगे Allahu Akbar. What we call this Allahu Akbar? Takbiratul ihram. Once we say Allahu Akbar, no eating, no drinking, no crying, no shouting. इसी तरह से हज में once we wear ihram, certain things come in front of us to avoid. तो हम बताएंगे कौन सी चीज़ें avoid करनी है. Some of the commentators say ihram also having the meaning of the respect, respecting the law, respecting the things that has been Allah mentioned for us in the hajj. ihram, haram, harim कहते, family को कहते अरबी में harim. Harim means they are respectful part of our family, honorable personalities of our family. तो भी हो सकता है. But when you go to the meaning of ihram in hajj, that means we have to be in a state of ihram. When we are in the state of ihram, we have to follow the commands of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala when we are in the state of ihram. Sacred state कहेंगे. मुहरिम का मतलब है now we are respected, now we are invited by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to start the action. बहुत बड़े हो जाते हैं हम लोग जब ihram पहन लेते हैं. चलिए, so what are the obligatory things in ihram? 3 obligation things are there in the ihram. Number one, wearing ihram garments. We will discuss about this. Number 2 is the niyyah. Number 3 is talbiya. Ihram, kapde, intention and talbiya. ये जहन में रखिएगा, इंशाल्लाह विल गो. कुछ चीज़ें जेंट्स के लिए हैं. नॉर्मल विल कम टू द ihram. For the ladies is different. We're going to mention that. For the ihram, the first condition is for both gents and ladies, the ihram should be tahir. If they are wearing the ihram should be pak. It is not allowed to be make it najis for both ladies and gents. Once it becomes najis, we have to clean it as soon as possible. ihram protect करें कि वो najis ना हो. Dirty होना और है, najis होना और है. और dirty we can wear it. Even मैल लग जाता है, बस में जा रहे हैं आप, ट्रेन में जा रहे हैं, dirty हो सकता है. और dirty is allowed, but not should be najis. Najis हो तो we have to clean it as soon as possible. और the second condition, it should not be ghasbi. किसी और का ihram हम नहीं पहन सकते without permission. We can take the permission from someone, we can wear it. The main thing is, ghasbi में दो चीज़ें आएंगी. ghasbi related to the general people, ghasbi related to the rulings, Islamic rulings. It should be clean, it has been paid, khums paid cloth. If khums is wajib on us, we have not paid the khums, we have to pay the khums before wearing the ihram. Here the rulings will affect. The khums का हम नहीं भरेंगे, क्या हो जाएगा यहाँ पर? ओ गलत, तो कहीं ghasbi हो ना हो जाए. Ghasbi means we are not paid the khums, means the money of our imam and the sadat will included in our ihram. We have to pay first, then we have to wear the ihram. Number second condition for both gents and ladies is it should not be transparent. ऐसा ihram ना हो कि हमारा बदन नजर आए. It is not allowed for both of them. And it should not be made up of pure silk. It is not allowed. Cotton हो तो recommended है. It is recommended to wear cotton. Normally ihram जो हमें दिया जाता है वो cotton ही होता है. तो यहाँ तक clear है? Any question from ladies side? मैं बोलता जाऊँ तो आप सो जाएंगे. आप भी बोलिए इंशाल्लाह. Any question related to the things we have discussed till now? नहीं, कोई ज़रूरत नहीं. गिफ्टेड में नथिंग टू बी इन्वेस्टिगेट और इंक्वायर अबाउट that is पाक or not. Gifted thing you can take it and wear it. Even not necessary you wear the ihram new one. Recommended है कि आप अपने लिए एक ihram रहे. कोई दूसरे का ihram, आपका भाई ने लास्ट ईयर हज किया तो उसने कहा मेरा भी ihram ले जाओ. Even you can wear that ihram too. It is not necessary to wear new. When someone is gifting ihram to you, bismillah, you can take it. Yes. For the ihram, no, complete you have to pay the khums before going to the hajj. You have to calculate the khums. Especially when come to the ihram, there is a separate ruling for the ihram too. Yes, you have to give the khums before going to the hajj. Yes, you have to calculate. Not only for the ihram. For the ihram, it is extra emphasized on ihram. Yes, not extra money. It is emphasized on paying the khums before going to the hajj. Yes. No question? Alhamdulillah. Yes. जल्दी जल्दी पूछिए. मैं समझता हूँ आपको पैकेज में देते हैं ihram. हाँ, ihram आपको अच्छा वाला देंगे. इंशाल्लाह. They are going to provide you ihram. I think one book of Masail. Yes. And musalla, there some wooden sticker will be there to do the sajda in Makkah and Medina. It will be easy. As we mentioned yesterday, some of them has been pointed out this ruling. When we enter into the Medina, there is a carpet. Majority of the haram of Prophet, we have to search the marble to do the sajda. that is in the carpet not allowed. They will provide you the musalla where wooden sticker will be there on that musalla. You can pray on that musalla. Otherwise, you have to enter into the Masjid al-Nabawi, select the place where marble is there, sit there. And so it is easy for us. Yes. अब चलेंगे इंशाल्लाह आहिस्ता आहिस्ता रूलिंग्स आएंगे ihram के. We are going to discuss in details.
I have heard khums is a discussion करता है that khums actually supposed to be from spoils of war according to Quran. khums हम लेते हैं तो from spoils of war.
No.
war भी नहीं है
तो अलग वो अलग डिस्कशन में चले जाएंगे. Spoils of war is one of the things of the khums. Remaining is the earnings. One of the things wajib is the spoils of war. The other things are the earnings and surplus amount that we are having in our hand. We have to pay the khums. It is wajib. It is a commentary discussion between fuqaha. If you open the Tawzil Masail, you are going to know what is the khums and on which things khums is wajib. Yes, it is proven. For recommended thing, we come to the ihram is white. It's recommended. आप रेड भी पहन के जा सकते हैं. इट इज़ वाइट इज़ वेरी मच रिकमेंडेड. हम लोगों ने इतना वाइट पर अमल किया है और नो वन विल सी वेयरिंग ihram अदर कलर्स. वी आर इन वन कलर, both Shias and Sunnis and every sect of Muslims, they are wearing white. It is a significant color for all the Muslims, color of unity, peace and security, inshallah. But it is recommended to have the same ihram for complete umrah and hajj. Recommended है. चेंज ना करें, मैला भी हो तो चेंज ना करें, उसको रखें, अच्छा रहेगा. जितने डस्टेड होंगे उतना अल्लाह की बारगाह में हम्बल कहलाएंगे. For the gents, it is 2 pieces of cloth. One is for top of part of the body, and then the next cloth is the bottom part of the body, as long as a towel or shawl. ये 2 pieces हैं आपके लिए, जेंट्स के लिए. बी केयरफुल. इस तरह रहेगा वो. There is this small difference between Shias and Sunnis. When they wear the upper part of the ihram, they show the shoulders. One shoulder they covered, the other shoulder will be uncovered. When we come to the Shias, should cover both the shoulders. हम both the shoulders covered करेंगे, arms cover करेंगे, considerable part of the back भी cover करेंगे. All the 3 things to be covered: shoulders, arms, and the part of the back. For the bottom portion, they have to cover from navel to knee. पूरा बॉडी आपकी कवर रहे, कंप्लीट नावल टू नी. नाव से लेकर जान तक कवर्ड होना चाहिए. What about the belt? Belt means we are using sometimes to protect our money, to protect our passport and stickers. It is forbidden for men to wear 7 clothes. सिले हुए कपड़े नहीं पहन सकता मर्द. जेंट्स के लिए अलाउ नहीं है. बट बेल्ट इज अलाउड. द बेल्ट ऊपर जो डालते हैं, जिस तरह हम बता रहे हैं स्क्रीन में, दिस बेल्ट इज अलाउड टू वेयर टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स. वी कैन कीप इन दैट बेल्ट. वो अवेलेबल है, शायद एहराम के साथ दिए जाते हैं. बस सही है ना मौलाना? और एहराम बार बार गिर जाता हमारा पर पार्ट, जैसे मौलाना के अबा की तरह, तो क्या करें? वी कैन यूज एज ए सेफ्टी पिन्स टू कनेक्ट द 2 parts ऑफ द एहराम. टाई नॉट नहीं लगा सकते. इट इज नॉट अलाउड, बट यूजिंग द सेफ्टी पिन इज अलाउड. ये थोड़ी बारीकियां हैं, जस्ट टू मेक द थिंग्स कंप्लीट एंड प्रोटेक्टेड इंशाअल्लाह. सेफ्टी पिन, इट इज अलाउड, वी कैन यूज इट. फॉर द लेडीज, उनके लिए तो बहुत ही आसान है. देर इज़ नो पर्टिकुलर रूलिंग्स फॉर देम फॉर द एहराम. For ladies, their ordinary sewn cloth is considered as their ihram. Complete hijab के साथ जैसे आप यहाँ पर हैं उसी तरह से आपका वही ihram होगा, the same ihram. But one condition is there, important condition, that is she has to take care of her hijab. Hijab is necessary, and wearing socks is also part of the hijab. जेंट्स के लिए सॉक्स नहीं पहन सकते, मालूम है आपको, जेंट्स नहीं पहन सकते, लेकिन लेडीज़ के लिए वाजिब है, दे हैव टू कवर देयर फीट. तो इनके लिए इजी है, इनके लिए भी वाइट जो है रिकमेंडेड है. तो जैसे हमने बताया, वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट नोट्स हियर इज फॉर वेयरिंग ihram, one need not to be in wuzu or ghusl. When you enter into the place where we wear the ihram, miqat, not necessary to wear, wuzu में होना चाहिए, ghusl करना चाहिए, लेकिन वाजिब नहीं है. Yes, ghusl is recommended before wearing the ihram. मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि कहीं आप ज़हनी तौर पर टेंशन में ना रहें. इतनी रश रहेगी इंसान का, sometimes it is difficult to take the ghusl from when you reach to the miqat. You will feel that no, it is very difficult. There is no condition for the ghusl. It is recommended. For the men, minimum requirement is the 2 pieces. लेकिन उसके बाद सर्दी बढ़ जाती है, कभी necessary पड़ जाती है, they can have another cloth they can put on the ihram. जैसे शॉल है डाल सकते हैं, वो कवर कर सकते हैं. हम बताएंगे ihram के कुछ खास rulings for the men and the ladies. We are going to discuss about. The another note is, just as we already mentioned it, it is not necessary to buy a new set of ihram with your own money. You may borrow a used ihram from someone, even if he has used that ihram for umrah, you can use it for your hajj with his permission, no problem at all. But for the Karwan people, they will provide you the ihram, new set of ihram, inshallah. Another note is, it is not wajib to wear ihram garment at miqat. Normally, we have mentioned we have to wear the ihram in the miqat, but it is not necessary. Rather, it can be worn in advance, like hotel. Before leaving to the miqat, we can wear the ihram from the hotel. But the niyat and talbiyah should be done only at miqat. आप होटल से नहा धो के गस्ल कर सकते हैं. गस्ल ihram, wear the ihram. When you reach to the miqat, the place where we start the hajj or the umrah, we have to make the intention and we have to recite the talbiyah. Clear? Easy है हमारे लिए ये. But yes, when you come to the miqat, yes, miqat में गस्ल करना, वज़ू करना recommended है. Hope it is not wajib that the pilgrim has the 2 pieces of cloth on his body all the time. You are allowed to take them off, to change them or to purify them if they become najis. हम change भी कर सकते हैं, एक ihram निकाल के दूसरा ihram पहन सकते हैं. We can clean the ihram, the 2 pieces of the ihram. Clean कर सकते हैं, najis हो गई. We can change it, we can get it from the another people. We can do it. Some of the recommended things are there. We are going to skip those things. Another mustahab acts before wearing ihram. As we mentioned, performing ghusl before wearing ihram, and we can perform some salah there when we reach to the place of the miqat. Yani wajib salah after wajib salah. We reach there after Zohar prayers. Of the time of the Zohar prayers, just recite, perform the Zohar prayer and wear the ihram. It is recommended. Or qaza, you are reaching there at 5 p.m. There is no time for the salah. Do the pray qaza namaz and wear the ihram. Or recommended namaz. 6 rakat namaz is there at the place of the miqat to be offered or performed. We can perform 6 rakat or 2 rakat. Options बहुत हैं हमारे पास. Just perform the namaz and wear the ihram. These are the recommended things of wearing ihram before ihram. Yes, every act should be qurbatan ilallah. Don't forget this niyyah. These are actions that we are doing just for Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Qurbatan ilallah, to closeness to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Ayatollah Sistani has included another word in qurbatan ilallah. Closeness to Allah on the path of obedience to Allah. We are performing this namaz qurbatan ilallah because Allah has commanded to perform this namaz. We are wearing ihram qurbatan ilallah, closeness to Allah on the path of obedience. ये नियत ज़रूरी है. हज में complete actions जो हमारे हैं, actions comes next. First is the niyat. Don't forget to do the niyat on every station. ihram पहनते वक्त niyat, then talbiya, reciting talbiya niyat, मस्जिद तवाफ से स्टार्ट करने से पहले नियत, नमाज तवाफ नियत, सही. Before every action there should be niyat. We have to take care of that niyat. Not necessary verbally to recite and announce the niyyah, but in our mind and our heart, niyyah should be there. What we are doing, for what? Yes, we go to the, we finish the first part of the Umrah, that is the wearing the ihram. The next part is the niyyah, as we mentioned. The niyyah should be fixed. I am wearing the ihram for what? Umrah tamattu. Umrah tamattu for? Another thing is there, what? Umrah, we are doing Umrah for what? Hajjatul Islam, if you are doing first time, or recommended, or mafi zimma, or niyabat, or gifted, whatever it may be. The niyyah should be clear. We are doing Umrah tamattu for Hajjatul Islam. I am wearing the ihram for Umrah tamattu for Hajjatul Islam or Watan ilallah. That niyyah should be there in our mind and heart. We have mentioned here a few things. Hajjatul Islam means wajib hajj, ihtiyat hajj, mafi dhimma, those who are doing again, if there is any mistake, they are having doubts in the previous hajj, they are doing the again hajj, to complete that hajj, we can do it. Mustahab hajj, niyabat wajib hajj for, you are doing the niyabat hajj on behalf of someone, we have to mention the name. In the niyat, as a precaution, you have to mention the name. We are doing the niyabat for Maulana, huh? It's okay. And niyat mustahab hajj for, like name, we can take the name as a precaution, better. The sawab goes to him, but don't think that so you are not getting any sawab. Whatever actions you are doing, you are getting the sawab too. Especially in the recommended acts, you are getting sawab along with the niyabat, the person that you are doing hajj on his behalf. So we already mentioned the meaning of the qurbatan ilallah, no need to repeat. Yes, we finished the wearing, we wear the ihram, the garments, and we done the niyyah, and the third thing is the talbiyah. After doing the niyyah, it is wajib to recite the talbiyah. Talbiyah basically the first startup of the hajj. Wearing ihram, we have done the niyyah. When we start saying talbiyah, that means we enter into the Umrah tamattu. So what is the meaning of entering into the Umrah tamattu? There is a hadith of Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam. Inshallah, we are going to distribute that hadith in the group. The hadith of Imam Sajjad related to the Hajj and the secrets of the Hajj, philosophy of the Hajj. That Imam asked from the Shibli whether you went to Hajj, and when you wear the ihram, he said, yes, I went to Hajj, I wear the ihram. Then Imam asking the questions from the Shibli, what you intend when you are wearing the ihram, what you intend when you are doing the tawaf. There are the secrets of the Hajj. Imam has mentioned, complete hadith is there. Inshallah, we are going to send in the group, inshallah, that hadith. Any question related to this niyyah and the ihram from ladies side? Is it clear? जहाँ भी डाउट है पूछ लीजिएगा, वरना बकरा देना पड़ेगा. No, not necessary to recite the niyyah by words or by verbally. Just you understood the things, that is enough. But you have to remind yourself what you are going to do now. That is necessary. कभी कभार पूछते ना मस्जिद में किस लिए आया हो, कभी आदमी भूल जाता मैं किस लिए आया था. You have to remind yourself, I am here for Umrah Tamattu, for Hajjatul Islam. Yes, they will remind you. The Maulana, those who are with you in this journey, they will remind you, do the niyyah, then we enter into that. But always think about the niyyah before doing any action. Yes. In the Mustaf Hajj, Maulana can answer this question. Yeah, Mustaf Hajj में कर सकते हैं शायद. I have to check it. Mustaf Hajj में कर सकते हैं. हाँ, Mustaf Hajj में कर सकते हैं. You can include the other people too. Yes. No. Any color. White is recommended. Any color you can use it. You can't wear the coat. The sewing clothes are not allowed. But you can use the shawl or some other things to cover yourself, protect yourself from cold, from the body. But you can't use those things for your head and ears. We can going to mention those things. No. Just you can protect your body by using another cloth. जैसे आप रात में सोना चाहते हैं, क्या करें? You can use the blanket too. It's okay to use it. लेकिन sewn cloths नहीं हो सकता. Yeah, yes, please. No. Once you made the niyyah of wearing the ihram at the first, there is no need to do the another niyyah for the another ihram. But the changing of the ihram is not necessary. One niyyat is enough for the ihram, for the Umrah Tamattu. The another ihram is ihram for Hajj Tamattu. Two times we wear the ihram. Number one, ihram for Umrah Tamattu. Once we finish the Umrah Tamattu, after taqsir, we finish the Umrah Tamattu, we come out from the ihram. Or come out from the ihram means everything become halal for us. The restrictions will gone. Again we have to wear the ihram for Hajj Tamattu. Inshallah, we're going to mention that one. So, what is the talbiyah? The words of talbiyah is this. Wajib words of talbiyah is this. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. As we mentioned before, alhamdulillah, these words and letters are not difficult to recite in Arabic too. You can learn easily. According to one of the scholars, there are no some technical tajweedi word letters in this sentence. Ha, dor नहीं है क्या परेशानी हो जाए. आसान लफ्ज़ है इसमें. लब्बाइक अल्लाहुम्मा लब्बाइक, लब्बाइक ला शरीका लका लब्बाइक. These are the talbiyah that we are reciting after doing the niyyah, wearing the ihram. Doing the niyyah, we recite this talbiyah. Reciting talbiyah means you are becoming haji now. It is a wajib part. Yes, the recommended part is also there. Innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka labbaik. It is a recommended part. We can continue with the wajib part. Innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika laka labbaik. So the meaning is also clear for you. You can see the screen too. We are going to remind some of the rulings that is related to the ihram and talbiyah. Ihram garment must be worn before the niyyah and the talbiyah. First ihram we have to wear it. Next niyyah, third talbiyah. Women should recite talbiyah in a low voice in front of na-mahram. Gents can recite loudly. Labbaik Allahumma. For the women, hijab is there. They have to recite. They can whisper in the front of na-mahram. Talbiya should be recited in proper Arabic. थोड़ा practice कर लेंगे इंशाल्लाह उसको. No, if it is difficult for someone to recite talbiya, to say talbiya, because ज़बान में कुछ लुकनत है, पढ़ नहीं सकता, they can ask someone, he can recite on your behalf too. If you can't recite by it yourself, take the help of someone who will help you to recite it. वो बताएगा पढ़ो इस तरह पढ़ो. Normally कैसे होता है कारवान में? First the murabbi of the कारवान recite the talbiya, we follow him. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. That will be the easy part. Then if there is no one going to help you, then you can recite as much as you can possible. That's it. ज़्यादा घबराने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's easy. How many times we have to recite talbiya? What is the answer? How many times? 33, 34? Only one time is wajib. Just recite Allahumma labbaik Allahumma, then you will becoming haji, then that's enough. Only one after which all the restrictions of the ihram will be gone. Once you recited the talbiya, then the restrictions will be gone from there. Yeah, we can repeat it. It is recommended to repeat the talbiya when we waking up from the sleep. Recite it Allahumma labbaik. After every prayer, Allahumma labbaik. When we are embarking or disembarking from the vehicle, we can recite Allahumma labbaik. When we are meeting other riders, other people, we can recite Allahumma labbaik. We can recite it as much as we can. It is a recommended thing. Once is the wajib. थक गए आप लोग, मैं आपसे सवाल लेता हूँ, कब तक पढ़ेंगे? पढ़ सकते हैं. We can recite talbiya till where? एक बाउंड्री है. ये person performing umrah tamattu must stop the recitation of talbiya on sighting the houses of old Makkah. There is a signboard is there. When you reach there, you have to stop the talbiya. अब talbiya का नहीं है, अब हाजी बनने का है, तवाफ का है और साई का. No, the talbiya you have to stop it till the old city of the old. How many kilometers are there? I think 6 kilometers. Yes, around 6 kilometers around the Makkah. When you reach there, old Makkah, you have to stop saying talbiya. Apart from that, before reaching to that place, you can recite as much as you can. जी, कोई सवाल हो तो पूछ लें, उसके बाद चलेंगे. Please recite Salawat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. So before going to the next slide, I think better we can stop here. कोई सवाल है तो पूछ लें ताकि clarify हो जाए. Restrictions में बात करेंगे. It's very important. Inshallah, in the next session, what are the things to be avoid? थोड़ा बहुत वहाँ एहतियात करना पड़ता है. बिरयानी खाने वाले लोग, अरीकी खाने वाले लोग, सिगरेट पीने वाले लोग, स्पेशल शैम्पू यूज़ करने वाले लोग, पर्टिकुलर सोप यूज़ करने वाले लोग, they have to come in the next session to know what is allowed and what is not allowed. Particular perfume के बगैर बाहर नहीं जाते हम लोग यहाँ पर. They have to know which perfume we can use and which perfume we can't use. Particular oil use करने वाले लोग, gel use करने वाले लोग, they have to come and listen what are the restrictions when we are in ihram.
You won't know right now.
That's no right. नहीं, अभी से तो आप पर हराम नहीं होंगे, घबराइए नहीं. Still you are not in the ihram. Any question from your side? तो आपके लिए आसान है. Just your clothes, white clothes आप ले सकते हैं यहीं से. Can that become ihram for you? Hope everything is clear. Now for the 5 minutes, I will invite Jafar Bhai to come here to recite for you 2 surahs. 2 surahs, one Surah Al-Hamd, and which surah is the another surah? Surah Tawheed. Surah Tawheed is recommended everywhere, in every namaz. When you come to know how can we recite the Surah Tawheed, थोड़ा practice कर लेंगे. He's our Ma'alim and Karwan, Qafila Salar भी यही है. तो inshallah we listen to him once or twice or thrice. Then we learn how to recite Surah Al-Hamd and Surah Al-Tawheed inshallah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. وصل الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. أما بعد، أحييكم بتحية الإسلام المباركة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. As you know that قراءة